After some severe introspection, I decided it would be a good idea to make a follow-up to my last video. If you haven't seen my last video, go ahead and click on the link that is below this video and go watch part 1 first, and then come back to this one. I've had people call me a racist because of my last video, which doesn't really make any sense because the content in that video was based on 2 things. Number 1, my own personal experience, and number 2, the last 50 years of behavioral science. But it's funny because when I look back at my own personal experiences, when I look back on the shitty neighborhoods I've lived in, watching teenagers get beaten into gangs, watching my neighbors come back after robbing liquor stores, seeing the neighborhood kids beat the hell out of each other to drop out of school just to sell drugs in the trailer park. It's funny, I have yet to meet a single gang member who is black. In my entire life, I haven't met one. A few Mexicans, a whole lot of white kids. So I think it's funny when I bring up ghettos and slums and shitty neighborhoods and rundown projects and people automatically assume I'm talking about black people. Because I'm not. I'm talking about poor people, people who live in shitty neighborhoods. The kind of shitty neighborhoods that spring up gangs all over the place filled with a bunch of reprobates who drop out of high school, uneducated poor kids who commit crimes in order to survive and to have cheap thrills. I've also had people claim that I don't know what rap music is. And I do apologize because I might have sounded like I was overgeneralizing the music genre, and I do apologize about that. But I didn't film the video at home. I filmed it in my dad's tool shed, and after I sat there and edited the damn thing, it was going to take 3 hours for me to render it in HD, and I didn't really feel like driving back to my parents' house to re-record some parts. But I did state specifically in that video that I don't like the kind of rap music in which the rapper is talking about indulging in illegal activities, doing drugs, and killing people. And it's no secret that a large number of rappers who do rap about committing crimes and gang violence and things like that are merely inflated by corporate media in order to sell better. These are people who haven't lived the experiences that they rap about, and that makes them charlatans. I didn't mean to claim that all rappers were liars, but some of them are, and we know that to be true. I think it's funny that so many people claim that I didn't know a damn thing about rap music. I imagine if I went back and asked every single person who left a comment like that who the hell DJ Kool Herc was, none of them would be able to answer that question. I do, believe it or not, possess extensive knowledge over the history of rap and hip-hop music. And not only that, but a wide variety of African-American heritage culture in the last 100 years. It wouldn't surprise me if less than 1% of the people who actually posted comments on my video knew what the Harlem Renaissance was, or who Langston Hughes was. The point of the video I was trying to make was there are people who live in poor neighborhoods, and yes, most of them are born into that shit, and they're fucked from birth. I know that. The great majority of people who live in these poor neighborhoods do suffer from something called learned helplessness, and if you don't know what that is, I provided a link to the Wikipedia page in the description box so you can go read up on it. There are people who live in these poor neighborhoods who feel trapped, legitimately trapped. It doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter how hard they try, they're never going to escape it. I've seen this with my own eyes. I've seen kids drop out of high school because they don't think they're ever going to get a good job and that school isn't going to do them any good. They go on the streets to sell drugs, they party for a couple years, and then they end up in their early 20s and they're screwed. They're in prison or some shit like that. It's disgusting. It really is. One of the examples I gave in the last video to escape a world like that, if one had learned helplessness, was to simply pick up your shit and move to a different geographical region. And a lot of people made the claim that sometimes it's just not that simple. I'm going to go ahead and make the argument right now that that statement came from the mindset of someone who suffers from learned helplessness. I once traveled halfway across the country with less than $50 in my pocket. You can't tell me that there is no way. Because if there is a will, there is a way. These people just lack the will, because they have learned helplessness. I don't look down on people from poor neighborhoods. I'm not intending to shit on people from poor neighborhoods who live in these environments that cause them to think this way. The argument that I'm making is that there are rappers out there, charlatans, who rap about the lifestyle that these people actually do possess, and it glorifies it, it glamorizes it, and it makes these people who have learned helplessness in these poor neighborhoods think that if they keep down the paths that they're on, that they're going to be successful. When in reality, they probably have a better chance of winning the lottery than becoming successful at the things that they're currently doing. So yeah, I don't listen to that kind of rap music, and I can't see how anybody else could.